Okay, I am Fernanda Moreno, and today I'm going to talk about A Good Man is Hard to Find by Flannery O'Connor. So, first, while the title may sound simple and even funny at first, by the end of the story, it feels much more serious. What does it actually mean to be a good man? Is it about just manners, religion, or is it something deeper? In this video, I will explore how O'Connor uses violence and religious ideas to challenge what we think makes someone good, and why it might be hard to find someone truly moral in the world she describes. But first, about Flannery O'Connor. She was an American Catholic writer from the southern parts of the USA in the 1950s, and this was a time full of contradictions. Racism, religious pride, and fake politeness were all part of the culture at that time. And in this context, the phrase "a good man is hard to find" is much more a critique rather than a complaint or even a compliment. For example, in the story, characters say this phrase really casually, like the grandmother, for example, who calls men good because they agree with her or behave politely. But O'Connor shows us that being truly good is not about the charm or something like saying the right thing. It's about honesty, humility, and for her, spiritual truth. So yes, maybe a good man is hard to find, but it's because most people are pretending to be one. The story centers on this selfish grandmother who values good manners and talks about being a lady. But she herself lies and manipulates to get her way. Then, when the family meets the misfit, this violent criminal, the real test of goodness really started. Ironically, though, the misfit is much more honest about who he is. He doesn't pretend to be good, and in some ways, it makes him more truthful than the grandmother. When he says she would have been a good woman if it had been somebody there to shoot her every minute of her life, he's saying something really dark but honest at the same time, as most people only act good only when they're afraid or forced to be good. O'Connor does use this moment to suggest that true goodness comes from within, and not just from religion, politeness, or fear. So, what does a good man even mean? In the grandmother's view, a good man is someone who has manners, or someone she can relate to. But this is very subjective, as it is based on someone's opinion. However, O'Connor seems to say that goodness is not just about behavior, it's about recognizing the truth, even if it hurts. In her Catholic worldview, grace is the moment when someone sees clearly, and it's often through a pain or violence, such as in her book. So yes, religion has a big influence here. O'Connor uses her story to criticize fake morality, even in religious people. She shows that true goodness comes from action and not just appearances. Religion can guide someone, but this doesn't excuse them from doing harm or being selfish. So yes, I would definitely recommend this to anyone who is interested in morality, religion, or just wants a story that makes you think. Even though it is short, it stays with you, because it forces you to ask yourself uncomfortable questions such as, what makes someone good? Am I good? And how would I even know? So, in the end, A Good Man is Hard to Find isn't really about a crime story or a road trip story. It's about how we define what it means to be a good person, and how often people lie to themselves about their own morality. Flannery O'Connor uses violence, irony, and religion to uncover these little lies and force both her characters and her readers to face the truth. And maybe that's why a good man is hard to find, because real goodness requires honesty, sacrifice, and grace, and that is not easy. Thank you.